Talk to me about putting Wardriver together.
Sure. Well, it was a long process putting Wardriver together. It was a script I actually first read 10 years before we eventually shot it. It saw many like almosts,
Mm.
along the way of it almost coming together and then falling apart. At one point, it was at some studio and then it fell apart, different directors, et cetera, et cetera. It seemed like it was all gonna come together. It fell apart again, and then at the last second, our director Rebecca came in and saved the day, and we were able to shoot it in Utah with an amazing crew, and we pulled it off, and we pulled it off at a time that honestly not a lot of movies were being made because it was the fallout of post strike, and the
Yeah.
industry was still trying to get on its feet. So, it's a miracle anytime a small movie like this is made, but this one was a real miracle for sure.
Well, this one doesn't look like it's a small movie either. I mean, you had some brilliant cinematography, some great stunts. Um, Talk to me about putting that together with the Utah Film Commission and all the back and forth that you had getting this thing set up.
Yeah, I mean, Utah was it was a great place for the movie to land. I think the crews of the Salt Lake City crews we had were incredibly enthusiastic and happy to be doing this project, and really, I think took it to that next level. From the sets to the prop guys were just amazing, and there's just a real passion, but also a real community amongst the film crews there. They all know each other. They're all used to working with each other. So it's like they bring you in as a part of their family for a little while. It's the setup there it's really great. It's a great place to make a film.
It really is. And talk to me a little bit about your character Cole and his arc in the film.
Sure, Cole is he's a war driver. And what that means is he kind of like he hacks into computer systems, steals money from banks and corporations, and then redistributes that money a little bit to himself, but also to people that need it. I like to see him as almost like a modern day Robin Hood. He steals from the rich and gives to the poor. I think in the film, he gets himself tangled up in a big mess where he kind of like it turns into a you have a certain amount of time to get a certain amount of money to save the girl kind of scenario. And he has to, do things that are more dangerous than he's used to doing, and he gets caught up in a web of lies, and there's a lot of mystery and action involved, and the story it's surprising until the end.
The writing in it is very crisp, and again, Sasha ain't no slouch. She could do anything.
Yeah, Sasha's amazing. I think she's a real movie star, and we were lucky she came on board last second as well, and we were really lucky to have her.
Yeah, I've seen her. She does comedy. She's a superhero. She does everything, and she fits into this movie perfectly,
Yeah, she really does.
as does the rest of your cast. I mean, I've known Charon for a long time, and he's my adopted East Indian son. So, but you picked some good people.
Yeah, thanks. It's always an interesting process putting again like a small indie movie together, and the casting process, and this was one of the first movies I produced,
Hmm.
which gave me some, I guess, creative control. So I really wanted to make sure the cast was strong, and I think we landed at a really incredibly talented, diverse, wonderful cast.
Yeah. Do you like wearing the producer's hat? Is it something that comes to you naturally?
I do, yeah. I like my creative opinion mattering, or at least having a chance to be heard as much as anyone else's. I think that's what's most important to me. And I've been doing this for a long time now, so I think I do really have an understanding of not only how movies get made, but also how to create an environment where people like going to work and appreciate doing what they're doing, and everyone's there for the right reasons. So, yeah, I think at this point in my career, it's something I am interested in doing more of for sure.
As audiences discover the film, what do you think the takeaway will be for them?
I don't know. I mean, it's always tricky trying to label an audience's experience, but I hope that I hope that they're introduced to, maybe they don't know what war driving is, maybe they're introduced to this world. I didn't know what it was when I first read the script, and I think it's a really interesting like subculture of the world. And I hope it grips them, and I hope they don't see the twists and turns coming, and I just hope they're along for a ride and have a great time.
It's a popcorn muncher, is what it is, and it's
I
just fun to watch.
For sure. I hope so. Thanks.
Anyway, congratulations again on such a well done piece. I think audiences are going to love it. It'll be one of those movies that once it's gone through its release and floats on streaming services, people are going to watch it just to relax with or just have some fun. Great Saturday night movie.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's a nice escape. I think it's a really fun ride. So thanks.
Have a great day, and we'll talk some other time, I hope.
All right. See you, Tony.
Bye bye.